Dear YouTube viewers, welcome back to CGI Made Simple. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple but sleek logo animation using trim pads in Adobe After Effects. So, trim pads is an incredibly powerful tool for creating precise, clean animations, perfect for logos, texts and shapes. Before we dive in, just smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You don't want to be the last to know about these sweet design tricks. And it's all free. But if you don't want it for free, you can as well send us super thanks or support us on Patreon. Now let's dive right in. First, we need to set up our composition. And in order to do that, go to the top menu and select Composition, New Composition. You can choose a name for yours. I'll name mine Logo Animation. And I'll stick to the HD preset with 30 frames per second. The duration for this project I'll set at 5 seconds. You can adjust these settings based on your preference. Once everything is set, just click OK. And now we have our composition. I'll save it. Now I'm going to add some text to play the role of a base for our animation. You can do this by pressing here the letter or by pressing Ctrl and T and typing your text. Okay, we have typed our text. I'll align it in the middle. If you don't have this menu, you can make it pop from here, window, and align. Then I'll align the anchor point from right click, transform and center anchor point in the layer content. Now everything is set to continue working on the project. Now I'm going to create some shapes with the pen tool. You can select it from here or press the G button. So by clicking over the shapes, we'll create a new shape. By pressing shift, the segments will be orthogonal. We can adjust the stroke so that it covers the letters fully. So by clicking, we create some segments. By further clicking, it creates new segments, and with the backspace you can delete the segments that you don't want to have, and by drag and clicking you create curved segments like this. Let's adjust the fill so that we don't have a fill. Just press here, none, and just like this go over the shapes. You don't have to be fully precise. Now if we have some mistakes, we can go to the content and select the shapes that we want to adjust. Now that we are satisfied with the shape, select all the shapes, go to stroke and select the rounded cap for all the shapes. Okay, now that we have created all the shapes and we have adjusted the stroke to match the width of the letters, let's begin animating them with the trim paths. In order to add this to our shape layer, open the drop down menu here from the arrow and select the contents, and from this arrow here add trim paths. So this will allow us to animate the stroke of the shape, revealing or hiding it over time. There are two key settings, which are start and end. They control where the stroke starts and where it finishes. Now let's create a random animation of the line moving forward and backward, like this. By adding some keyframes with some random values. So let's press here on the stopwatches to add some keyframes and add some random numbers to make it more interesting. Move a couple of seconds forward and change the values. I'll repeat this several times to make it more interesting. So let's press the spacebar to preview the animation. Okay, I'll adjust a bit the values so that we have more color inside. Okay, to make the animation smoother, we'll apply an easy ease to the keyframes. So select all of them like this, then right click and select keyframe assistant easy ease. This will make the animation more fluid, as you can see. We can further fine-tune it by opening the graph editor and playing a bit with the curves, like this, to add some sharpness to the movements. You can adjust it according to your liking. Let's preview the result. I like it. Okay, to go further, let's add some color. Let's go to effects and presets and look for fill. Just drag and drop it over the shape layer and adjust the color to your liking. I'll go with something green, as this is our logo color. And let's turn off this layer with the letters and duplicate it. I'll put it over our shape layer and rename it to mask. Then from the drop down menu here, just put it as an alpha mask. Now let's play the animation, and as you can see, there is no bleeding outside of the shapes of the letters. Looks cool. Let's select both of this layer and let's duplicate them. Then for the new shape layer, choose for example a brighter color and just offset a bit this layer. Let's preview and let's make the same duplication. I'll offset those two layers, just those two layers, something like this. And for the bottom one, I'll select some pink color to make some contrast, and just like this we have created this animation, which looks very cool. Now what's left is to create the outline, the thin outline of the letters. In order to do this, review the bottom layer with our shapes. I'll hide for now the other ones to see what we are working on. Double click to go inside, right click and select create shapes from text. And just like this we have created an outline of our letters. So go inside the drop down and inside the contents, and here are all the letters. Select all of them and add a stroke. Open the stroke and adjust the stroke per your liking. I'll leave it like 4 pixels for now, and you can delete the other stroke and the fill for each letter to remove the fill. So this will create this outline of the letter. Go to our shape layer and copy the trim path that we have created here. Ctrl C. And paste it here. Just be sure that you're in the beginning of the timeline to paste the keyframes. We can preview the outline and let's switch everything back on. We can further fine-tune our animation by adding some effects. For example, let's select the uppermost layer and go to the effects and presets and look for glow. Let's boost the glow. Once you're happy with the animation, you can export it by going to Composition and add to Media Encoder Queue. Just wait a bit till it's loaded. Once it's loaded, click here to choose the format. I'll go with MP4, export video. We don't need audio. I'll select render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. For the bitrate, I'll go with 30. Press OK. Select the location where you want to save your logo animation. Name your file and press on save. Then click this green arrow to start rendering. And there you have it, a simple but stylish logo animation using trim paths in After Effects. This technique is perfect for intros, logos and even text animations. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.
If you did enjoy anything in this video, then drop a like and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't subscribed yet, click below and join us. We have some great videos coming up next that you don't wanna miss. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.